Hello and welcome to the fall 2024 class of Principles of Manufacturing, and today I'm joined by Trent here. You gonna say hello, bro?
Oh, hello. It's me, Trent Stewart.
And myself, Wyatt Duckworth, or William Duckworth. We don't go by William though. Alright, overview of the entire manufacturing process, principles of manufacturing. We're gonna get into it right now. First, you just see this cube. We gotta also we're using Microsoft's Minecraft Education Edition to build a complete automatic manufacturing system, and we've used this today to build this giant manufacturing system. Okay, and in the middle, you see where everything goes, warehouse. We got a couple more things around. We got chicken farms, we got cactus farms, sugar cane, bamboo. We got a creeper farm, looks like a cloud. Gotta blend it in because it makes the boom boom. Okay, and we got this little thing over here called an iron farm, skeleton farm, and then we have a wool farm inside this cave. Then we go over here, cobblestone farm. We got one of our only retail stores, which is the wool farm, and we have the junkyard. And that just sums up all of the buildings, I'm pretty sure, that are a part of the principles of manufacturing. And I think we go into the in-depth detail of everything next, I'm pretty sure. And so first we're gonna go into raw materials. We're gonna start at the simplest. Not the simplest, but one of the simplest. The cactus farm, and it is just simply cactus on some sand, which over time it takes a few minutes, or actually a good amount of time to grow. But after a certain amount of time, a cactus will grow up one block. And then when it does, the post that you see floating beside it, Minecraft, it's majestic, okay? We don't worry about it. Just let it do its thing, right? So when it grows up there next to it, and it's next to it, which because there's blocks in between, and since there's no block in between the cactus and the post, it breaks the cactus, and then it goes into this water system, which flows all the way down, which goes through multiple layers, all the way down into that hole right there, which leads to a hopper. And then we go down here to what we would call the unloading station for all the cacti. Okay? Oh, here we go. Perfect representation of what happens. Comes in, picks up cactus, and leaves. Best thing though, the hopper and the hopper minecart, which is just simply it's like a train car, but with no like head engine on it. There's no like leading train car, so it's just a cart pretty much, but it's got a hopper in it, and when it comes through, it gets picked up. It picks up the items that are in this hopper right here. And cactus does grow pretty fast, it seems, today. But here we have a comparator reading a hopper, which when there's a redstone signal, that means there was a cactus in there, and now there is no longer a piece of cactus in there. But when there is not a piece of cactus in there, this redstone torch powers this redstone right here, which powers this redstone repeater, which goes through this block because redstone repeaters can send redstone signals through a solid block, and then it sends it to this powered rail. But when we have the comparator reading there's items in the hopper, it gives off a signal which cancels out the torches with a redstone torch that powers this. And so that allows the almost sticky keys almost got me. But that allows the minecart not to move anymore. Sticky keys almost got me again. Alright, next we are gonna go to the sugarcane farm. It's pretty great, pretty good. The sugarcane and the bamboo farm actually do look very similar. They pretty much use the same exact thing. Almost. So we're just gonna go up here. So we got the sugar cane, which is growing out of mud. Not very nice, not clean, not clean. Gotta clean the sugar cane, not actually. But sugar cane grows in the mud, which then there's a piston which pushes out the sugar cane after the sugar cane grows 3 blocks tall, which sugar cane grows faster than cactus. And when the sugar cane gets to the 3 block tall where the observer is, the observer reads that their cactus is that high, sends a redstone signal to the sugar cane.
You said cactus.
Oh, cactus. I'm sorry, I messed up. I said cactus. That did not mean that. Sugar cane. When the sugar cane grows 3 blocks tall, the observer reads it, and then it activates the pistons for a 15 block radius on one of these lines, and then it breaks those 15 blocks of sugar cane. They all fall down onto the mud, and then since there's, so for some reason in Minecraft, when there's a mud block instead of a normal grass block that's everywhere, hoppers, but you're underneath it, can read all, well, not read, but pick up the items that are sitting on top of the mud. And then there's a system of hoppers that go all the way across this mud and below the mud on up here and below here, which goes all the way down through here and then into these chests, which are then fed down here into this, which is the unloading system that fills up the minecart hopper, and then it goes back to the warehouse. As you can see by a very vast amount of railroads that are around here. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Alright, bamboo farm. It's pretty much the same thing, essentially, but it's with bamboo this time. So when the bamboo grows 3 blocks tall out of the mud, it gets read, the observer reads that, it sends a 15 block redstone signal to all of these 15 pistons, and then it breaks 15 blocks of bamboo, and then it falls onto the mud, and then when it falls onto the mud, the hoppers pick it up, which all go through the bottom, and on the bottom of this one, they all feed into this chest.
Can you actuate that? We just...
Yeah, it just happened. It
just
broke
happened.
all 15, but if I turn up the tick speed, it will increase the amount of the tick speed in the game, and it'll make it like 1 to 60, and it happens a lot when it's higher up. But yes, it just breaks 15 blocks of the bamboo, and then it comes down.
Stay still so we can see it.
It's pretty fun to watch, actually. It's actually pretty fun to watch, because you get to see all the line of 15 pistons.
So that system is automatic then?
It's an automatic system that, well, pretty much, I would say every system that's on this big platform or this flat area is a automatic farm, I would say, that you don't have to do anything for it. It gathers its own materials, and it sends itself back to the warehouse. I don't have to do anything besides go look at the materials in the chest. And this is a chest. If you did not know, this is a chest. Hopefully, now you know. So here we go, and we got hoppers leading into the chest, which leads into another hopper, which where the minecart comes down and then picks up the goodies that are in the hopper. But you cannot see behind this one, but it's the same unloading system as all of the rest of the raw material farms. And I think next is, I would say, the creeper farm, and then I think last we'll do the chicken farm, because it might be the worst. Okay, so we got this giant invisible tube, which it's built by the barrier blocks. It works really good for this anyway, when it's not have the barrier blocks there, and it's just invisible, and you can see as the creepers fall down, I have forgotten to turn this farm on beforehand, but it works decently. As you can see, there's one creeper in here. But what's supposed to happen is creepers spawn at a rate and they fall down, because this is supposed to be a spawner for all of the creepers, and it didn't work, so I had to improvise. And so creepers spawn on that, they fall, and when they fall, they take fall damage, and then they go down here where the trident crusher is, which is really loud. That's where the trident crusher is, and they just fall down. And we turn it on. Hopefully it should work, and it just crushes them up, which is very nice. It's pretty fun to watch.
Let's see that operate.
Let's see. I had to turn it back on again because it's being weird. I wonder if we got more creepers falling. There should be. Then they come down here and they just get put in their crusher. It's just, I cannot change the text speed, bro. Alright. So that's the crusher. It crushes up, there's a trident down there, which the pistons move around in a circular motion that kill the creepers, which is, I like it. Okay. And so we come over here, we got chests, which come from right here, which are all fed. These hoppers feed into this chest, which then this hopper feeds into this chest, which feeds into this minecart, which, as you can see, goes down this giant spiral back to the warehouse. And then we have the unloading system, which is just a comparator reading the hopper, and a redstone torch that activates this redstone, and then goes to the redstone repeater, and then that powers the rail. And when there's items in the hopper, the comparator is active, and then it cancels out the torch, and then there's no longer a powered rail here, and then the minecart cannot leave. And that is the Cloud Creeper farm. It's my farm. All the farms I've shown are my farms. Trent Stewart did not help me. He is not a helper.
Cap. I helped you a bunch of them.
Right, you did not help me with a bunch of them.
Cactus.
Alright. The first farm I built was a cactus, and bro did not help me. I know that. We got chicken farm. It is the worst farm on the world. To this day. That's why there's 2 of them, and it's still the worst. Bunch of chickens just sitting here in this glass box, and then they poop out eggs into these hoppers, and then they put these hoppers in the dispenser, and then there's this I don't even know what you would call this. Yeah, this is a circuit. Mm-hmm. And this is a repeater which powers this redstone, which goes to this repeater and this comparator, so that when this comparator reads that there's eggs inside the dispenser, it'll send a redstone signal to the dispenser to dispense the chicken eggs, which then put baby chickens under this lava. It doesn't look good, but it's what we gotta do to get chickens. And chicken, we gotta get chicken eggs, we gotta get chicken feathers, we need cooked chicken, alright? We need to live somehow. Alright, but we got these baby chickens trapped in their contraption. They will never make it out of here, besides when they get sent to heaven, when they get killed by the lava when they grow up. It's pretty sad when they grow up, they just immediately die, but it's what happens. And that's essentially what both of these are. They're just chicken farms that poop out eggs and then kill chickens. It's pretty simple. And then there's a chest, and then there's hoppers that go all along here that read into this chest, which then has a hopper going out of the bottom of it where the minecart can come and scoop up all the goodies, right? And we have not had a minecart here in a while. As you can see, we have a lot of cooked chicken here. Finally got some cooked chicken in the hopper.
Never seen that happen.
Can you put a cart there, and then when it leaves, follow it to go to the warehouse? Is this the last build you got?
Yeah, this is the last one of my builds. Then we go over to Trent Stewart, and he finishes out the rest
Okay,
of the
at
builds.
that point, we'll end the video and start it again.
Yeah. And then we got this. We're gonna watch it take all the chicken out. It just activated fast mode. It's not fast. It's not being fast, but it's usually fast when it takes up all the chicken and feathers, and then it activates it and sends it away. And then we gotta go to the warehouse now, because we finished all of my builds or raw material farms. Now we watch the slow minecarts go back. There's so many things on this world that is just, over time, has slowed down the world a good bit. So it takes a while. But we have some, it's a pretty nice warehouse. Put a lot of work into this. It took a while. These windows, you don't even want to know how long it took me. It was not fun. It was not fun, I will tell you that. And then we watch as the minecart goes back to its unloading system. And this one is different than the loading systems. As you can see, minecart goes on top, unloads the items from the minecart hopper into the hopper. And this then flows into the chests that are below. Why is it taking so long to empty this many pieces of chicken? Like, come on. But then we see as the chicken is in there, that's where that goes. But essentially the unloading system is railroads leading up to the unloading system. Then there's two powered rails that go up on top of the hopper that unloads the items out of the minecart hopper. And then we got a comparator reading that there are items inside of the hopper. And then when there's items inside of the hopper, it deactivates this torch, this redstone torch, and it gives this redstone no power to power this powered rail. And then when it empties this comparator won't have a signal anymore, and it'll give this redstone torch its signal back, and it'll send a signal to these redstone, and it'll go to here, and then it'll send itself away again, and then it'll come back after it goes back and picks up more materials. And then we have this unloading system, which is the cobblestone unloading system. It is actually, cobblestone's farm is one of the good working ones. It works pretty well. It's probably because it's used by command blocks. And so we got the hopper that feeds into this chest, and this honey block which stops the minecarts from bouncing or hitting a block here or flying off and then going down, which is, it actually is pretty nice not having a minecart flying all over the place. And the cobblestone unloading system, it is the same thing. Comparator reading the hopper, redstone torch powering the redstone, which then goes to the redstone powered rails, and then powers the minecart to leave and go back to the raw material farm. And then we go over here, and then we got, I'm pretty sure, I honestly have no clue what this one is. Sugarcane. It is a complete full chest of sugarcane. Honestly, we need to expand the sugarcane storage. It's full. But here we have a hopper and a comparator reading the hopper, and a redstone torch powering the redstone that powers this powered rail. And when there's a signal coming from the comparator, the powered rail cannot power itself anymore because there is no more signal coming from the redstone torch. And then this is getting pretty repetitive. Honestly, for somebody watching this, it's gonna get repetitive. Listen to me to say the same thing over and over again about how our comparator is reading the hopper, and there's a redstone torch powering the powered rail. But that is the unloading system for every single farm that there is on this world. Let's go by and just look at them all, because some of them are a little bit different. They have more chests, some of them do, and they all have different items. Why is there rails and not sticks, but arrows in my chest? That's not cool. Not cool. Go here, we got giant bamboo farm. Bamboo farm has been going at work for, let me go to literally decades. It's been going. Skeleton farm been putting in work. It just got put in the other day. Already getting in some work done. Look, this is pretty nice. Looking at a half full chest of bones and arrows. Then we have the iron farm. I hate this farm because it's literally all it is. Swear all it is a command block. You gotta hate on this farm. This man Trent cannot build. Alright. But see, not even his top chest is full up. Alright. But we have this one. It's full. That one's full. That one's full. And then this one's kinda full. And then all the hoppers got iron in them too. And then yeah, I think that is all the unloading systems inside the warehouse. I think now we are done showing most of the raw material processes. Now we gotta continue on to Trent Steert's material processes.
All right, I'm going to stop the recording.